Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. I've been telling you how the Eagle Regiment Marching Band from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, made history by performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it was nothing short of spectacular. Newsworthy Stories had the honor of generating and coordinating media coverage surrounding this historic event, but not only as a producer or media strategist, but hey, I'm a band mom.
One by one, members of the Eagle Regiment Marching Band from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, arrived at the Fort Lauderdale Airport on their historic journey to perform in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But they were not alone. Local television media from all the major news agencies there to meet them, and it was only 4 a.m. The Eagle Regiment Marching Band is the first band from Broward County, Florida, to perform in what's considered the most prestigious parade in the country.
Probably what I'm most excited about. I've never been to New York. I have family from New York, but I've personally never been, so I'm really excited about that.
Once in New York, the 162 band members participating in the parade settled in and prepared for practice. They only had a couple of opportunities to run through their show before the big day. But you can't come to the Big Apple without enjoying a bit of Broadway, first taking in a workshop from Broadway performers from Wicked. The next day, lining up to see Back to the Future, the musical. The line wrapping all the way around the building. 2 thumbs up. It was worth the wait. On Thanksgiving morning, before the crowds arrived or even the sun arose, the Eagle Regiment were in place warming up for the parade and running through mock performances for the network. They were up so early, a breakfast break turning into a power nap for some, but it was just what they needed to bring the energy because thousands were lining the streets to see the parade, waiting hours in the cold, including many of the students' family and friends. All waiting for this moment to see the Eagle Regiment Marching Band make history, performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Just listen as families began to see the band heading their way.
Mr. Barrow! Woo! He's coming! Avery! Down this road, right down there! Avery! Avery! Taylor! Taylor! Mr. Barrow!
Who's behind you right now? This is pretty cool. We got the Stoneman Douglas Marching Band. So this is what we got for you right now. Round 720. Take a little peek at what we're dealing with out there. This is America's Parade.
Then it was time.
The Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School's Eagle Regiment Marching Band, skipping the subway and bringing us aboard the Polar Express. Led by Stephen Rob Rivero, this group paying tribute to the music of the classic holiday film, complete with their very own train conductor.
The Eagle Regiment's performance setting off a string of stories by the local media in South Florida, amplifying the accomplishments of the band.
Played impeccably throughout the entire parade. We were still dreaming.
Following the parade, it was a trip to the top of the rock, Rockefeller Center that is, to see the spectacular view of New York. Easy to spot the city's iconic skyscrapers and Central Park.
Congratulations.
The students rounded out the evening with a Thanksgiving Day dinner cruise, where band director Steve Rivero poured out his gratitude for their incredible performance.
Watched that parade as a kid growing up, watched it as a high school band director, and saying that would be cool to have a band in that parade one year. And it finally happened after putting in our application, and so I think it was like just a big wake up. I wasn't dreaming, anymore. It felt like a dream for a while, I gotta tell you, but I was pinching myself a lot. So for a director to feel the way that I feel right now, it doesn't happen much, because there's always things that happen during performances and you wish you could go back and do it again, but I don't wish we could go back and do it again, because I think that they prepared great, prepared really smart for it, and they executed tremendously.
My favorite part was the performance. I feel like it was just like the journey that has brought us here. It was just like we've been preparing for so long, and I just feel like that was just like the finishing touch and the present. It was just perfect.
It was really fun. It was definitely one of the best experiences I've ever had in marching band. I thought it was going to be really long. It was really fun, and parts of it were really short, but it was really exciting. I'm glad to be able to have this, as I know a lot of people wish they could.
Like, we've had a lot of competitions and stuff, so like I was prepared for it, especially after BOA. There was a lot of people at BOA, so it wasn't like I wasn't too anxious, but I was a little.
It was really breathtaking. It's like I'm really speechless because like it's a really once in a lifetime opportunity. Not many people get to have this opportunity. It was really fun. It was a good time. It was a lot to take in at once. But overall it was a really good experience. Be able to spend time with your friends, waking up 1 a.m. and getting out there in the cold just to rehearse with NBC. And then overall it was a really fun experience. I'll be very happy to do that again, but it was really good.
the pictures really tell it all the hard work that the students put into this performance really played out on television, national television, in front of millions of people. And really, for them, most of it was done in secrecy because they weren't allowed to tell people what they were performing and they weren't allowed to show people. And so when they were practicing, they had to do it, but no one was watching.
Before the Eagle Regiment Marching Band from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, could put on an impeccable performance in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, they needed to practice. Not on the field, but on this Macy's practice mat, which was the exact dimensions as the real thing.
And here we go, guys. Page 6. Through the end of school season, or until we stop you. And set. Put them down. Put them down. And the segment is going to be again. Page 6, through the end of school season, or until I touch you. Set.
The theme of the show and which song the band was performing was kept secret. That's hard to do with 162 band members plus the staff. There was one exception, a special performance practice for families, especially those who would be watching from home. The band practiced marching around the field and waving to cheering crowds. Then everyone in the stands moved to the basketball courts, mostly under darkness, where families witnessed this.
Under some noise. And everybody set. And go ahead, John.
As a bonus, a South Florida Macy's store donated $8,000 so each Eagle Regiment could go home with a $50 gift card. If you missed it, be sure to watch the entire performance of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on NBC.
I don't know whose idea it was to hold that secret performance, but for the families who couldn't go up with their kids, for whatever reason, it was just, a treasure to be able to see their kids perform in front of them. And then again, of course, on television, but to see them and to hug them and to encourage them, oh man, they were just so excited. So again, hats off to the staff of the Eagle Regiment Marching Band and the awesome, awesome students who put hours and hours of hard work into this marching season that actually began in London, the 1st of January. These students performed in London's New Year's Day parade and ended it more or less in New York at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is going to be a marching band season they will never forget. Thank you so much for watching Newsworthy Stories. And I'm sure there'll be a few more stories coming out of everything that happened in New York. But here's the first of a couple. Thanks for joining me on Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez.